is how you're going to find out who the Israelites are. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Now, before we read this, we're going to prove that this is us. You're going to answer it. You're going to answer this before you probably never read this, but you finna say exactly what this says. How did we get over here, brother? What form of transportation? Boats. Now, after we got off the boats, how did they make money? Through us. Didn't that happen? They did what? What that say? They sold us. Right? You agree with that? They sold us? Now check this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now Moses telling the Israelites, look, if y'all break this covenant, y'all break this contract, God gonna send y'all back into Egypt, meaning back into slavery. Because that's what they was doing in Egypt. So Moses like, look, if y'all break this, God gonna send y'all back into slavery. With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
This is a future prophecy. So he's saying, look, if y'all break this contract, y'all break this covenant, God gonna send y'all into slavery on ships. Now, who in history went into slavery on ships? Us. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And what happened?
And there,
in the place where you go on them ships, what's gonna happen?
Ye shall be sold.
He said what?
You shall be sold.
And there you're gonna be sold. For who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Who was we sold to? Because, brother, I don't know you, but more than likely you got a white man last name. You see that? We were sold. Now, I know you got to go, brother, but what we trying to show you through this prophecy and linking it up with history, only we can fit that. And if we can fit that here in 2026, we don't know, our people don't know who they are. Moses is right now speaking to the Israelites and saying this was going to happen to them. Who would that make us, brother, according to the Bible? Who? What did God call him? You said the what? Okay. So who the Israelites, brother? We the Israelites. And the reason why all these things happen is because we broke God's commandments. We broke his law. All right, and that's what we telling our people. Look, we show them that and say, look, we got to come back to the laws because this is what's going to heal our people. This is what's going to change you, convert you when you start keeping what God wanted you to do from the beginning. And nothing that God says is bad for you. Everything you say is good. Say, love your brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat unhealthy foods. Raise your children. I mean, all of that. I mean, what's wrong with that? And our people need it on the most highest level. And I mean, if all of our people start doing that, our nation will change overnight, brother. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to hit you with too much, brother. Right? Lord willing that, you know, that's something with you. You know, something that you can feed your mind with. You can look more into, brother. So, all right, buddy, you have a good night, brother. All right, you too. All praise to the Most High. All praise. All praise, man. That's what we out here to do, man, to wake up our people in these last days. Give me, go back to that, give me Jeremiah 5:1.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem.
Through the what?
Through the streets of Jerusalem.
What's going on, bro? All right, what's up, what's up? I seen you walk past earlier. You wasn't set up yet. All right, I wanted to holler at you. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
All praise, all praise. What's your name, Ken?
I don't know my name.
Oh, okay. I mean, you ain't got to say it, brother.
I'm just trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, so what we got here to, give me Jeremiah 5:1 real quick.
This the book of Jeremiah.
You said what?
I'm from the book of Egypt.
You said Egypt?
Yeah, I'm the book of
Egypt?
I represent my own God. I don't represent
And what you mean?
nobody telling me what you believe in. You know what I mean?
All right, what made you?
Y'all standing out here trying to put.
What you saying, Ken?
Y'all motherfuckers out here trying to persuade motherfuckers how it's supposed to go. I was raised another way.
Well,
So you can't say how there's a lot of religions.
Hold on, look.
out here.
What we trying to do is teach our people the laws of God, to love each other. Ain't that a thing we need to do?
Yeah.
Love one another. Give me that real quick in Leviticus. That's what we're really trying to do, because the laws of God is our heritage, brother. This is what we need to come back to help our people. Raise your young sons to be kings, brother. Teach your daughters how to be nurturing.
How many kids you got?
I got 2 kids.
I got 5 of them.
Oh, well, then, hey, all praises.
How old is you?
All praises. That's good, brother.
How old is you?
You said, how old am I?
I already know how it goes.
It
ain't nothing you can tell.
But look, that's why we got to be there for them and teach them.
How many kids you got?
2.
You got 2?
Yeah.
I got 5 of them. How many kids you got? 1. How many kids you got? None.
He ain't got none.
Y'all out here trying to
hold on.
convince me.
No, we ain't trying to convince you.
What's your oldest child?
No, we ain't trying to convince.
I got an 11-year-old.
Hold on, brother.
I already been through the struggle.
Hold on, we ain't not trying.
Foster home.
Hold on, brother. We're not trying to convince you.
Have you ever been through foster home?
No,
you don't know what it feels like.
I don't.
You want to sit up and preach.
I don't know what that feel like.
You ain't never been through a foster home.
I don't know what that feel like. But hold on, brother.
Traumatized.
I understand.
So there's nothing you can tell me that. You know what I mean?
Well, read
I got 5 kids. I got an 11-year-old.
This the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
You shall what?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
And see, brother, I don't knock you for that, brother. I mean, everybody has their experience. Hold on. Everybody has, hold on.
Kappa.
Everybody has their experiences. Hold on, brother.
Y'all want for sorority.
Hold on, brother.
Y'all want to be
read that.
Fucking sorority.
Read that.
I'm a Kappa.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor
You ain't no Kappa.
and not suffer sin upon him.
And what?
And not suffer sin upon him.
Read on.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
Right. So
Who taught you that?
hold on, brother.
Who taught you that?
Are you? Did you hear what he said?
Younger than
Hold on. Did you hear what he said?
I heard what he said.
What he? Hold on.
Let me teach y'all something.
Hold on. You don't believe that we should do that?
I don't believe in none of
No,
that.
hold on.
I believe in what it is.
You ain't hear what he said, brother.
I believe in
Hold on. He said that you should love your brother. Shouldn't we do that?
Yeah.
And then you should correct your brother when he going wrong, right?
Yeah.
And you should hold on.
If you ain't never played on ESPN,
hold on,
you
brother.
ain't been
all
D1.
All right, we not.
You don't know nothing about it.
Give me Proverbs. Give me Proverbs 20:1.
I'm a Division I athlete.
That's good,
You
brother.
ain't never been on that level. I don't know what to tell you.
What sport you play, brother?
Football.
Okay, what position?
Football.
What position?
Look my name up.
As I said, what position?
I'm an All-American.
Okay,
That's
read that.
position.
Read
This
that.
the book of Proverbs,
I'm
chapter 20 and verse
You wanna
1.
sit up here and feel me?
Wine is a mocker.
I'm an All-American.
Strong drink is raised.
And what?
Strong drink is raised.
And what?
Strong drink is
It's
raised.
in the cup.
Strong drink is raised.
Hey, strong drink is raging. You start babbling, and see, this is our people on a spiritual level. See, he's physically drunk, but on a spiritual level, this is our people. You can't comprehend what's going on, right? You can't grasp the understanding of the Lord. You can't grasp wisdom because you gotta sober. Give me Sirach 15 and verse number 3.
Already been there.
You haven't been here,
I
brother.
got an 11-year-old.
All right, read that.
This is the
You
book of
haven't been
Sirach,
here.
chapter 15 and verse 3. With the bread of understanding shall she
See,
feed.
this
him.
is how you sober up through the spirit. All right, you sober up through the spirit with the word and the understanding.
Forever.
All right, hold on, brother.
If you ain't never been
Brother,
there,
hold on.
it ain't nothing you can tell.
If you don't care about this word, brother, then it's not for you.
Bro,
You shouldn't even be up. You shouldn't even be up. You shouldn't even be up here, brother. If you don't care about the word,
I'm free.
well, we're gonna bring out the word. Well, we're gonna bring out the words of the Lord, right? Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 3. With the bread of understanding
None of that.
shall she feed
I don't want to
him
hear none of that.
and
shit.
give him the water of wisdom.
And give him the what?
The water of wisdom.
Give him the what?
The water of wisdom. He shall be, you want
The
that?
water of wisdom to drink. See, our people need to sober up off the wisdom of the Most High because they're drunken on a spiritual level. You don't have no understanding. You don't know what's going on, right? You're carried away with all ideologies and winds of doctrine.
I went Division
right?
One.
Well, we don't care.
ESPN.
Well, we don't care about that, brother.
Deion
Right?
Sanders.
That doesn't matter.
I played on the high level.
That doesn't matter to
You
us.
ain't
bro.
never been there.
That doesn't matter to us.
I'm telling
bro.
you something.
We don't care about that.
You can teach me that.
Well, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care about football and D1 and sports, brother. It's not gonna help our people playing for the so-called white man, right? What is that gonna do for us?
Bro,
Right? We don't. Okay, brother. We don't.
That's all I know.
Okay, brother.
Football.
Okay, brother. Where are you now? Are you playing football?
Yeah. You don't know.
Where?
You don't know me
Where?
from the lick of paint.
Where?
You don't know me from the lick of paint.
What team you play for?
I ain't gonna tell you where I
Oh,
play
you don't play football.
Battle Hawks.
Battle Hawks.
Yeah.
So why you out here right now, brother?
Because I'm trying to school you.
You trying to school us?
I'm trying to school
drunk.
I'm trying to school the people that don't know.
You out here drunk, brother.
You don't know what I am. Drunk, high, off lean, off Percocet.
And you a Battle Hawks player.
You don't know
and,
nothing.
and you a Battle Hawks player.
I'm a motherfucker I'm on that level, bro. You
on that level?
I'm having fun, bro.
You having fun? This fun to you?
My cup.
See, this fun to our people. Drunk. Give me Proverbs 14:1, and I want Ephesians. Who ain't?
Y'all from St. Louis? Born and raised?
Give me Ephesians chapter 5 and verse number 14.
Y'all trying to preach the
what's
word.
King? Get that first, and I want Ephesians.
This the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 9. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous,
It's all. Read that again.
fools make a mock of sin, but among the righteous there is faith. The heart knoweth its own
Read it from
bitterness.
the top.
Fools make a mock at sin.
Do what?
Make a mock at sin.
And do what?
Make a mock at sin.
Yeah, laughing and he-heeing and having fun.
We the number one in the murder rate.
So
If you ain't born and raised her,
you think that's good, brother? You boasting
I don't
that?
think it's good.
Well, why you saying it like it's good, brother? Is that good, brother?
It's not good.
Okay, why you boasting in that then?
Because I want you to understand.
We all from St. Louis, not what?
Born and raised?
Born and raised, not what?
Y'all ain't born and raised.
Who not?
Y'all ain't born
Who
and
not?
raised. What high school you go to?
They don't. Why does that
What
matter?
high school you go to?
Why does that matter?
That's gonna let me know if you was born and raised.
Somewhere
here.
out there in Creve Coeur.
Nah.
That don't matter.
If you ain't from the V,
What the?
Beaumont,
I'm not.
Sumner, Gateway,
So now what school you go to matters. Now it's St. Louis. Now it's the school.
so he trying to fan me because he wanna absorb knowledge.
We're not gonna succumb. We're not gonna succumb to a fool.
Y'all
right?
in the wrong city.
But yeah, we all from St. Louis, brother.
Y'all need to go
All
somewhere.
right, we all from St. Louis. We from out here.
Y'all
All
need
right, so
to
read
go
that.
somewhere else
No, we gonna stay right here.
You want Ephesians what, King?
Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
Don't apply.
Hey, brother. And we gonna stay right here. All right, read that.
You want Ephesians what?
5 and 14.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse
Yeah, we
14.
gonna stay right here.
Like candles. Y'all want to make it seem
Wherefore, he said, awake thou that sleep.
What our people gotta do?
Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead.
And do what?
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 And arise from the dead.
Yeah, we know, brother. You definitely dead right now.
fuck the dead.
Yeah, you dead as hell. All right.
Nigga, I'm already dead.
No understanding at
Nigga,
all.
I'm from the loop.
All right. Okay, we don't care, brother.
We
All
don't
right.
care. We gotta get up out of here.
F the loop. Now what?
If they pull up,
F the loop.
hey, if the niggas
F
pull
the
up
loop.
and I'm trying to warn
F
you,
the
bro, you
loop.
can't be out here preaching that shit,
F the
bro.
loop.
We can't be out here in the
right, read that.
the number one water murder rate.
Salaki.
You would die out here preaching the wrong shit.
Damn, you
You
say
would die out
I would have been. I would have been.
Wherefore,
Preaching the
he
wrong
said,
shit. You wanna offend
awake
we
thou
been
that
preaching this.
sleepest.
We would have been
Yeah.
dead. We would have been dead.
Y'all
All
motherfuckers want to keep preaching.
right, read
the wrong
that.
shit.
Yeah, you
Wherefore,
just
he
demons.
said,
Y'all motherfuckers-
awake thou that sleepest.
Do what?
Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead,
You ain't from
and
the
Christ shall give thee light.
If you ain't born and raised,
We were saying, why do we have to boast about the bad things about our people? Why can't you boast that you got a good credit score?
I don't want to.
Why can't you boast that you grew up in a good neighborhood?
If you ain't
Why can't you
born and
boast
raised,
that you ain't damn going to the
if you
foster
ain't
care?
come out the womb,
Right? This is a boast with our people.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
hey, brother. Hey, back up a little bit,
Please.
King.
if you ain't come out
Hey,
the
hey,
womb,
just back up a little.
umbilical cord,
Hey, brother.
with your umbilical cord cut,
Hey, brother. brother.
Your umbilical cord wasn't cut from her. You gotta go. We don't care about nothing what you're talking about.
Read that.
You gotta be born and raised from her.
See,
boy.
then
You gotta be born
that
and
you,
raised.
We don't
see,
play
then that you walk
You a die.
circumspect.
I was-
Die over her.
I was
boy.
born at Barnes, not what?
not as
You
fool,
die over her.
I was
boy.
born at Barnes,
but
not
as
what?
wise.
Born and born, but where
Okay,
you
see,
was
that was
raised
not.
at.
It's not enough for him.
Where you was raised.
I'm not
at.
finna discuss. Go ahead.
That's
So,
where it matters.
see, then that you walk
You was raised
circumspectly.
with her.
Who?
I was raised.
No, read that. Go ahead.
See, then that you walk circumspect,
And the brother was just
not
born
as
into
fool.
that.
That's a difference.
It don't matter.
That's a
You raised in the
difference, man.
city, the county.
I'm from the city. We don't preach that shit. Nigga, we die about this shit, boy.
So you be a nigga, don't you?
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Right? Just.
We don't play. We number one in the murder rate.
Right. You boasting
Look it
that.
up.
You love that.
Google.
You love that.
Google.
You love that.
I don't love nothing.
So why you boasting? Why you saying it?
Because I'm letting you know where
Oh,
I'm from, partner.
I'm from there.
I
Now
don't
what?
love nothing.
Okay, so what?
I don't love nothing.
Okay,
look at
okay.
Esau
just
for the
letting
damn
you know.
entertainment.
Yeah. So what? So
I'm
why
just
does that
letting
matter?
you know, I got an entourage.
Okay, so why does that
I'm gonna
matter?
let you know I got an entourage.
Okay.
Because anything happen to me, everybody gonna
Well, tell them, come on up.
everybody
Bring your
gonna die.
entourage. Bring your entourage.
They already here.
Okay, where they at?
You don't see them.
Okay, read
They
that.
around. I got an
Hey,
entourage.
bring this demon's latch.
I'm gonna start this Ephesians
entourage.
chapter
This your
5,
peoples.
and I'm gonna start at 14.
This your peoples?
Nah.
All right, read that.
He trying to
This Ephesians chapter 5 and
Wait.
verse 14.
Well, we not hear from him. We not hear from him.
Wherefore, he said, a white thou that sleep.
Hey,
He'll
yeah, hold on, brother.
listen to
Hey, brother. Stop bumping into him.
Why not? I ain't doing nothing wrong.
No, he don't like that. Get out his space.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, get out his space.
Bro, I'm a medalist.
You said you're a what?
I'm whatever it is.
All right, read that. Just get out his space. Get out his space.
This Ephesians chapter 5 and verse
Or else
14.
what? Or else what? If I don't get out his face, or else what?
All right, read
That's
that.
where I'm from. I'm from Ron. If you tell
okay.
me to do something, I'm from
This
Ron.
Ephesians.
Okay,
I'm
well,
from-
well,
I'm
hey,
from
whatever
Ron.
happens,
I'm-
happens. Whatever
I'm
happens,
approach
happens.
you
Read
and
that.
Tell you, if I don't get out his face,
This
what you gonna
Ephesians
do?
Whatever
chapter
happens,
5 and
happens.
verse 14.
Yeah.
Wherefore,
Whatever happens,
he
happens.
said,
Come on, nigga.
Whatever
awake
happens,
thou that
happens.
sleep,
Come on, get out his face. Get out
All right, all right.
and arise from the dead.
Do what?
And arise from the dead.
Read.
And Christ shall give thee light.
And what?
And Christ shall give thee light.
Read.
Fuck what y'all
And-
preaching.
See then
Fuck what y'all
that ye
preaching,
walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the
I
time.
think what y'all gonna
Because
preach
though,
gonna
because
change
the
you.
days are evil.
Because the
Y'all
what?
think
Because
what
the
y'all
days
gonna
are
preach gonna
evil.
change
Read.
you? Ain't shit
Wherefore,
gonna change
be ye
you,
not
boy.
unwise.
Do what?
Be ye not unwise.
What's his brother?
Be ye not
This
unwise.
brother unwise.
They preaching that
I heard
bullshit.
drunk at Delmar Loop, right? And we trying to sober him up with the words of the living God, man. Read.
But understanding
You lucky you got the right color.
what the
on.
will
You would've had that red
of the
on.
Lord is.
All right, read on.
Yes, the entourage on.
You see how carnal
Lucky
people
you
is?
got the right colors on.
Off colors.
We go off colors around
Colors.
here. We go off colors.
Colors.
around. You lucky.
Colors.
You're lucky.
All right, read that.
You're lucky.
And be not drunk with wine.
Do what?
And be not drunk with wine.
What's his brother?
And be not drunk with wine.
What the Lord say?
And be not drunk with wine.
He said, don't be drunk with wine,
Boy,
right? And this is our
you
people.
ain't from her.
He talking about on a spiritual
You ain't my
and physical level.
You ain't
All right,
from
read
her.
on.
We dangerous.
Wherein
Boy.
is access,
Dangerous over
but be
here.
filled with the Spirit.
But do what?
But be filled with the Spirit.
Dangerous over here.
Speaking to yourselves in psalms and
Wasting your
hymns
time.
and spiritual songs,
Wasting your time,
singing
boy.
and making melody in your heart to the Lord.
Right? And that's what we trying to tell our people. Look, you got to come out of this damn delusion, man.
Right.
I heard drunk saying just
no
a
motherfucking
bunch
drunk.
of babbling out of your mouth,
Ain't
man.
nobody drunk.
With no understanding,
Ain't nobody drunk.
no spiritual aspect,
Like that around
just
here.
carnal, colors, right? And
Ain't
foolish.
nobody drunk.
Right?
around here.
Well, why you talking about
Like
colors
that.
then? Why you talking
That's
about
what I'm
colors?
trying to tell you, bro. We like
You that
around
simple?
here.
You that
But the
simple?
only way-
You hate your brother over a
the reason
color?
why
You teach your kids that?
You got the right colors.
You teach your kids that?
Telling
you teach
bro,
your kids
you
that?
got the wrong colors
Hold on,
on.
you teach your kids that? To hate?
Yeah, I teach my kids all that.
Over a color?
Yeah,
Well, you a fool then,
Yeah.
brother. You a fool.
I got 3 kids.
Well, you
five of them.
you a fool.
5
You
of them.
teaching the hate over a color?
Yeah, I got 5 of them. 5 kids, nigga, 3 sons.
And
2 daughters.
You teach your sons to hate a brother over a color.
3 sons, 2 daughters.
Scoot back a little bit, brother.
Yeah.
Scoot back. All right. Because
Yeah.
give me Deuteronomy 28 and 28.
Yeah.
This your people, Israel.
Yeah.
Right? This the people we gotta fight tooth and nail for. Come out. This the people that Christ had to die for. They just foolish and carnal men. Right? That has no understanding.
I got my own God.
All right, read that.
This the book of Deuteronomy.
He haven't been doing good for you.
In verse 28, the Lord shall smite thee with madness.
These incense.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
What the Lord say?
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
What he doing to our people?
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
I heard drunk.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
The Lord smitten our people with madness.
Right.
To hate your own people over a color that you wearing. You know how carnal and simple that is? Right? I mean, that is the most simplest, smallest thing.
I'm telling you, bro, you preaching the wrong shit, bro. We don't give a fuck about nothing. Nigga, St. Louis, we the number one in the murder rate. I want you to understand.
St. Louis.
What
he
the
said, he said you want what?
I will Google it. I'll Google it right now.
Philippians 1 and 2.
I will
Yeah,
Google
this.
it right now. Whatever you talking about.
Well, brother, look.
We ain't with that.
We
We ain't with that. You gotta go to
Read that.
Pennsylvania.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 1 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
According to my earnest expectation and my hope that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness.
That with what?
All boldness.
No, if we out here feared.
All boldness.
No, scared.
All boldness.
St. Louis.
All boldness. As always, so now also Christ shall be magnified in my body.
And the Lord's gonna be magnified in our body. We're gonna speak the words of the Lord in St. Louis, right? In Chicago, and all of the worst cities in St. Louis. In all the worst cities, right? We there. Right, we can go to the west side, we go to the north side, we go to the south side, right? We can go to every hood, right? Well, read that.
Whether it be,
Ain't no spur.
whether it be by life or by
Right,
death.
give me Acts chapter 5 and verse 39. Give me Acts 5 and 39. Well, let's die tonight then.
Talk about God.
Well, whatever happens then.
This is the book of Acts.
Hey, brother, whatever happens then. It's all the Lord. Then what? Whatever happened. All right, you think we ain't ready to die for this, brother? You think we ain't ready to put our life on the line for the words of the Most High? Right? Give me the book of Acts chapter 20 and verse 24. He think this Christianity. He think we ain't ready to die behind the words of the Most High. Right?
This is the book of Acts.
Stripes for the nation of Israel, man. All right, read that. Send the troops. All right, read that.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 20 and verse 24. But none of
If
these
I had
things.
red on, then what? If I had red on, then what? If I had red on, then what? All right, read that.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 20 and verse 24. But none of these things move me.
You said what?
But none of these things move.
No, we're gonna run down the block because there's troops coming.
But none of these things move.
No, I had red on, I'm running.
But none of these things move.
Hey, none of these things move us, brother. You think if we had red on, then what? You think we was gonna move? I read that.
Neither count.
Because everybody that never do nothing, they just talk a lot. All right, come on, man, read that.
Neither count.
If we had red on, well, brother, my favorite color red. My favorite color red. Now what? My favorite color red. Now what? My favorite color red.
Mine's literally is.
All right, read that. Come on, because I'm not a simple Negro like you, brother. Because I'm not a simple Negro like you. All right, read that.
Neither count.
Yeah,
my life.
You just all talk, brother. I read that.
Dear unto myself, so that I might finish my course with joy.
That I might what?
Finish my course with joy.
That I might what?
Finish my course with joy.
Hey, we gonna finish our course with joy, man. Right? Hey, we love this. Right? This is how you know we doing the right thing. Bringing out the words of the Most High. Right? Read.
And the ministry which I have received from the Lord Jesus.
Hey, deal with me. Hey, deal with me. Deal with me. Right? Read that.
I'm ready.
Hey, we ready to die. Read that.
Salaki.
He getting cut.
And the ministry.
He getting cut through the spirit. Right? Read that.
And the ministry which I have received.
And the what?
Which I have received
Ain't no
of the Lord Jesus.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
You ain't never played on. Ain't now one of y'all niggas played on ESPN.
Hey, brother.
Ain't now one of you.
Hey, brother.
Y'all don't know what it's like to play on ESPN against thousands of people.
All right, read that.
Y'all want to sit out here and run your mouth.
Congratulations. Congratulations, brother.
I've been on ESPN, boy.
All right, read that.
And the ministry which I have received
This what we got to
of
do.
the Lord
See,
Jesus.
this, hold on.
Y'all want to keep running your
You
mouth.
see, you men that don't want to come out to the highways and byways, right? You scared of this. You fear this,
Worldwide.
right? You have to be built up, patience,
You can look my name
boldness for your God, man, and your people, right? Read that.
Wearing the right colors.
And the ministry which I have received
That's the only thing that's keeping you surviving.
of the Lord Jesus to testify the gospel of the grace of God.
All right, go back to the other precept I had you hold.
Oh, what was that? Acts 5:39.
Come.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 39.
Bring it up.
But if it be of God,
But if it be of who?
but if it be of God,
But if it be of who?
but if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow.
I'm gonna send my troops.
Ye cannot overthrow.
Y'all would have been dead.
Ye cannot overthrow.
And if we would have been dead, we would have been dead. But we standing right here, brother. Right? We standing right here. We in St. Louis right now, brother.
Because you got the right colors. I'm telling you, it's a color thing.
Now it's a color thing. All right, read that.
I promise you, bro.
Least happily ye be found even to fight against God.
Red on talking that shit. It wouldn't allow.
We'll come up here tomorrow. We're gonna have red on. All right, read that.
Okay. I'm gonna come up here. What time?
All right, read that.
What time? What time?
And
you gonna come up
Hey,
here
to
tomorrow?
him,
just be up here all day.
you want 40.
Yeah.
All right, read that.
And to him,
Yeah.
they agreed.
They got red on. Hold on, they got red on. Hey, they got red on. You gonna do something to the white man?
Yeah.
You gonna do something to the white man?
He's walking.
Hold on, he got red on. Or you scared? You scared of the white man?
I ain't scared of him.
So why you ain't doing nothing? He got red on.
Because
You simple Negro. Hold on, he got red on, simple Negro.
Because he ain't talking about nothing.
He ain't talking about
He
nothing.
ain't talking about nothing.
He's your biggest op.
He ain't talking about nothing.
He all in your
But you
pockets.
got the right colors on.
He all in your
That's the
pockets.
only reason
Read
why
that.
you ain't
Yeah,
going
yeah.
through this.
And to him, they agreed.
You must
And
know
when they had
somebody
called
that
the
knows
apostles
Now I know somebody. that
and
knows.
beating them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua.
He said what?
They commanded they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua.
He said they command. Hey, don't speak the name of the Lord no more.
That's the only.
Hey, don't come up here keep bringing out the word, saying the name of the Lord, right? Teaching you how was shot. And they did that in ancient days, man. All right, read on.
And let them go. And they deported.
Yeah.
Oh, that's,
I'm from the V.
and they deported
I'm from the V, nigga. We
from the
rock
presence of the council,
We rock
rejoicing
blue.
that they were
That's the
counted
only reason
worthy
why
Hey,
to
brother.
suffer shame for his
Why you want to
name.
be on the
That's
man?
the only
Why
reason
you on
why
his
you
neck? Why you on his
survive,
neck,
boy.
man?
You got the blue on.
Why you on his neck?
You got the blue on.
Hold on. Why you on his neck?
Why you? If he ain't saying nothing, why you worried about why I'm on his neck?
Cause that's my brother right there.
I don't give a fuck if that's your brother.
Well, get off of
You
him.
want to get in the gloves? I got the gloves in the trunk. You want to get in the gloves? We can
Give me
put 500 on it. I'll beat you like
give me
you stole
Romans,
something.
give me Romans 8
I
and
will
6.
beat you like you stole something.
You're drunk, brother.
That's what I
You
thought.
can't do anything right now.
Nigga,
You're gonna
I'll
stumble.
beat you.
You're gonna
You want to get in
stumble.
the gloves and,
You're gonna
and
you're
do
gonna
it the
you're gonna
right way?
you're gonna stumble and fall.
You want to get
All
in
right,
the
read
gloves
that.
and do it
Romans
right.
5.
I got
Romans 8
boxing-
and 6.
I got 4 boxing gloves, and I parked right here.
You see, when you can't
I got
spiritually
4
win,
boxing
you
gloves,
get
and I
carnal.
promise you, I'll
Now
beat
you want
like you
this
stole
is every episode of a Negro. All right, read that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 6.
I got boxing trophies.
Okay, brother.
For to be carnally minded
Okay.
I will beat you
Well,
out of
is
shape.
death.
Come on,
I can
but
tell you
brother,
out of
we
shape.
don't
I can tell
care.
you out of shape. I will beat you.
Brother, we
I
don't
will
care,
beat you
brother.
like you
All
stole
right, read that.
something. I would.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse
Get
6.
in the gloves with me.
And we
Get
the
the
ones
gloves.
that
Read
be
that.
acting crazy.
Read and we
Get the
crazy.
gloves with me.
For to be carnally minded
That's what I
is
thought.
death.
It said what?
For to be carnally minded is
It
death.
said what?
For to be carnally minded is
Put on
death.
the gloves.
For to be carnally minded is
You
death.
get beat.
For to be carnally minded is
To
death.
be carnally minded is death
Beat
out
you
here,
like
man.
you stole something.
Right? He wants to beat us because he's preaching the words of the Most High. He wants to beat us because he's getting beat up by the words of the Lord, man. Right?
Fuck what y'all
It's just the same
preaching,
thing that happened. Give me Acts chapter 7 and verse number I believe verse 48.
I'll beat you like you stole
This is the book of
something.
Acts, chapter 7 and verse 48.
Bitch ass nigga.
How big?
49.
49. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool.
Uh-huh.
What house will ye build, saith the Lord?
Read.
Or what is the place of my rest? Have not my hand made all these things?
Read.
Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in the heart.
You what?
Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in the
A lot
heart.
of our people are stiff-necked, man. Uncircumcised in the heart. They don't want to change. Read on.
And ears. You do always resist the Holy Ghost.
You do what?
Always resist the Holy Ghost.
Because you're spiritually and mentally drunk, man. Right, read.
As your fathers,
As your who?
as your fathers did, so do ye.
Read.
Which of the prophets have not your fathers
He
persecuted?
said what?
Which of the prophets have not your fathers
Hey,
persecuted?
which of the prophets have not the fathers persecuted, man? They always killed the prophets, man. They came out there to teach the people, tell them to get their damn act right, stop being drunk, sober up, take care of their damn children, stop teaching hatred, and come back to the Most High. Right. They always wanted to kill the men of the Lord for that, man. Right? This is a living example.
Nothing.
In 2026, talking about St. Louis, not on ESPN and all this madness, man.
Bitch.
Right?
You ain't even
Read that.
experienced me.
And they have slain them.
I got 5
Which
of them.
showed
How you gonna tell me what it
which
is?
showed
This is
before
the man
of
of
the
his
coming
downfall.
of the
Right.
just
Tell
one,
me how it is.
He's
of
crashing
whom
out.
ye have been now.
Salaki, go back.
Nigga,
Verse
I got
52.
5 children.
Which of the
How you gonna
prophets
tell me how
have
it
not
is
your
if you don't
fathers
even know what it's
persecuted?
like?
And they have
How
slain
y'all
them,
gonna speak the
which
word
showed before.
And they
and you don't
slayed
even know
them.
what it's like?
See, they not really touching us right now.
How you gonna
They not
speak
really
the
doing it
word
right now. They not really
when you
killing
don't
us.
even know what it's
They
like
send
to have
threats.
5 children,
They
boy.
send soft threats.
Nigga,
You know what I'm
you got
saying? They be
2
doing all that
children.
woofing. You know,
You
X,
don't
Y,
know
and
what
Z.
it's like to have
But they was
5
actually
of them.
killing the men of the Lord in those days, you know?
Fuck on
Which
somebody.
showed
You don't
before
know
the
what it's
coming
like to have 5
of the
kids,
just
bitch
one,
ass.
of whom
Which showed
ye have-
before the coming of the just one.
Fuck
Telling them,
y'all
look, the
talking
Lord
about.
is coming back, man.
Bitch.
And if you don't get your act right, and the Lord gonna kill you. All right, read on.
of whom ye have been now the betrayers and murderers,
Read.
Ain't none of
who
y'all
have
know
received the
this.
law by the dispensation of angels, and have not kept it.
Jump down to 54.
Ain't
Verse
none of y'all
54.
niggas out here with 5 kids don't know what it's
When they heard these things,
When they what?
when they heard these things,
When they what?
when they heard these things,
When they heard these things, read.
they were cut to the heart.
They were what?
They were cut to the heart.
They were what?
They were cut to the
What-
heart.
what is brother right now?
They were cut to the heart.
What's going on right now?
They were cut to the
They
heart.
were cut to. Give me Hebrews 4 and 12 real quick. Hold
You
that.
think I'm finna listen to
That's all.
y'all?
This word
And y'all
literally
don't
cuts
know
you.
what it's like to have 5 kids.
Right? It's a two-edged sword.
You're wasting my time.
Right? You wasting
You
your
don't
own
even
time.
know what it's like to have 5
Right?
kids.
He wasting
boy.
his own time.
You a little nigga.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4 and verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick.
It's what?
It's quick and powerful.
And it got a punch to it, man.
I'm full
Right?
blooded.
The word of the Lord
Five.
is powerful
I got
and
5
quick, man.
blessings.
Read.
and
got
sharper
5
than any two-edged sword.
It's sharper
I
than
got
any
5
two-edged sword, man. It's better than
I got 5
it's better than any weapon, man. Right? This literally cuts you in another way. Right? In the insides. Right? Read on.
Piercing, even the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit.
The soul and see, a gun can't do that. A gun can't afflict the soul and spirit, right? A regular knife and blade can't afflict the soul and spirit, but the word of the Lord can. It'll prick you at heart, right? Read on.
and of the joints and marrow.
And you feel it in your bones, man. You getting broken up by the words of the Most High, right? Read on.
And is a discerner of the thoughts and
And
intents
discerner of the thoughts and the intents
of the
Because
heart.
the brother is showing what's really going
You ain't
on,
never played on ESPN.
right? He probably
you don't know what it's like.
he lost the football deal.
Deion Sanders.
He lost the custody of his children.
Bitch ass nigga.
So he's out here drunk in Delmar.
You ain't never played
right?
on
And
that
he has
level.
to boast in his glory days.
You ain't never
That's what's
played
going on right
level,
now,
boy.
right? So he has to
You ain't never played on
pour
that
out
level.
these things in an
You
ignorant
ain't
way
never played on the
where he
Division
thinks
One
that
level.
he's better because he did these things in the past.
You ain't never played on
But you see where he's at right now.
Level.
Al Bundy spirit.
Right? You see where he's at
Ain't
now.
man one of y'all played on
All
the
right,
Division
brother.
One level.
Well, we don't care. FD1. Now what?
You don't know what it's
Well,
like.
we don't care.
It's division. I'm gonna tell you the status.
Well, we don't care.
Division 1, Division 2. It's a Division 3.
Okay, brother.
You played on Division 4. You ain't never played on Division 1.
I ain't play on Division 4 either.
You ain't never.
I didn't go to
played on
college.
it. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't
You
go
ain't
to
never
college.
had
I didn't
a
go to.
full ride scholarship.
I didn't.
I did though.
Okay, all praise.
You want to look me up?
No.
You want to look me up right now?
No.
Y'all want to read
Hold on,
the
school
book?
back. School back a little bit, King.
Y'all want to read the book?
School back a little bit, King.
I played
school
on
back-
Division 1.
Just school back a little bit, brother.
I played on Division 1.
Just scoot back a little bit.
I'm a scoot back, but if
All
I
right.
don't scoot back, what's gonna happen if I don't scoot back?
Nothing.
So why y'all telling me to scoot back?
Because you just want a little
If it
space,
ain't nothing
brother.
gonna happen, if it ain't
Well, we
nothing
don't want
gonna
nothing to happen.
scoot
We
back,
don't
then-
want nothing to happen.
Didn't
What
he
you
say?
mean?
We hold you at a higher standard to respect us as brothers, to scoot
But I
back
don't respect
with love.
y'all.
You don't respect us.
I don't respect
All
y'all.
right,
Y'all
all
ain't never been through what I've
Well, what you been through, brother? Tell us. What you go through, brother?
Brother just hurt.
ESPN.
That's all it is.
Okay, ESU's on.
ESPN.
Okay,
Live
ES
TV.
live TV playing for the battle.
Millions of people.
Who you was playing?
watching.
Who you was playing for, brother?
Millions of people watching.
Hold on. If you want to talk,
Y'all
let's-
want to sit here and
hold
talk
on,
all
hold
that
on, brother.
bullshit?
If you want to talk, let's.
Have you ever been a million?
Hold on,
Have
brother.
you ever been
hold
a
on,
million,
hold on,
a
brother.
million people watching?
If you want to talk, let's talk.
Have a
Okay,
million
you was
people
on
ever watched it?
you were
Talking that shit y'all talking
hold on,
about?
brother. You was on ESPN. You was playing for what
ESPN.
team?
Utah.
You was playing for Utah.
State.
So you went to
won the championship.
so you went to
The
college.
year I played, I got a full.
What year you
ride.
played, brother?
I went to 12. Look it up.
2012.
2012.
What position
I
you
went
was playing, brother?
Receiver.
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 Okay.
Look it up.
No, I don't
Look
want
it
to. I
up.
believe you, brother.
Look it up.
I believe you.
Look it up.
I don't.
Look it up.
Why you want me to look it up, brother?
D1, nigga.
Hold on, brother.
ESPN, nigga.
Why we gotta look it up when I believe you?
Yeah, you ain't never been on that spotlight.
No.
Y'all want to sit up here and talk that bullshit and never been on the spotlight. You have to been on the spotlight to talk to me, partner.
What you got?
In order for you to talk
I'm
to
holding
me,
on
We
to
tried,
what you
Israel.
got.
been on the TV.
We tried, Israel. We tried.
If you
Right?
ain't been on the
we
TV,
tried.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Right? We tried to
I
talk
don't
with the
want to
brother.
hear nothing.
All right, read that.
What we going there?
They
If you
were,
ain't
Acts
never got
7.
a full
Finish it
ride
out.
scholarship,
When they heard that, they were pricked to the heart.
So this is the book of Acts, chapter 7 and verse 54.
See, this
Those are all
how we feel
Americans.
right now. What Stephen was dealing with.
yeah.
All right, read that.
Y'all niggas
This is the
ain't
book of
never
Acts,
been no motherfucking
chapter
all
7
American.
and verse 54.
No, we haven't.
Y'all want to sit up here and preach that bullshit.
When they heard these
If you ain't
things,
been all
they
American,
were cut to the heart,
boy.
and they
You can't compete with me.
and they gnashed on him with their teeth.
I'm an all American.
But he, being full of the Holy Ghost,
What are we?
but he, being full of the Holy
See, we
Ghost,
full of this. He didn't get carnal. See, Stephen could have got carnal.
You can look
You know what I'm saying? Brawl with these wicked men, right? Fought back, but he was moving in the spirit. Read on.
looked up steadfastly into the
He
heavens
looked on to the Lord, man. Read on.
Demetrius Johnson.
and
Y'all know
saw
who he
the
is?
glory of Yahweh
Y'all know who
and
Demetrius
Yahweh's
Johnson
side,
is?
standing on the right hand
Y'all
side
know
of
who
Yahweh,
Demetrius Johnson
All right, read on.
and said, Behold,
is. He still
I see the heavens open,
He see the
and the Son of Man standing on the right hand side of Yahweh. Then they cried out, then they cried out loud.
I've been through the worst times.
Then they
I've
cried
been
with a
through
loud
the
voice
motherfucker-
and stopped their ears
I've been through it all.
and ran
All
upon
that
him
God talking
with
shit,
one
y'all
accord
motherfuckers ain't moving nothing.
and cast him out of the city and stoned him. And the witness laid down their clothes
Y'all motherfuckers
at a young man's
nothing.
feet, whose name was Saul.
Jump down to 60.
Verse 60.
I'm telling you
And he
right now,
kneeled
the
down
only thing
and
this
cried with a loud voice, Lord, lay not this
color
sin
you got.
to their charge.
You had that
And
red
when he
on,
had said this, he
that
fell
entourage
asleep.
with a-
All right, give me
that
what's that,
entourage
James
with a
4 and
big
6.
pulling up.
James 4 and 6.
If you ain't had the right color on, that motherfucking entourage would have been pulling
4 and
up.
7.
This is the book of James.
That's what will happen.
Chapter 4 and verse 7.
Yeah.
Submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh. Resist the devil.
Do what?
Resist the devil.
Who is this?
Resist the devil.
Who is this?
Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
All right, so we just gonna resist the devil, not succumb stoop low to the foolishness and madness. Lest it overtake thee, man. That's all it's gonna do, and get you carnal. All right, hey brother. You see, I just said that. All it wants you to do is get. All it wants you to do is get carnal.
Burn that motherfucker.
Right? Give me Sirach.
Fuck with y'all time.
Give me Sirach chapter 31 and verse number 30.
Start
at 29.
Y'all better go somewhere else.
No, we're gonna stay right here.
Y'all better go somewhere
No,
else.
we're gonna stay right here with the words of the Lord. Right? Read that.
This the book of Sirach.
Now what? We're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here. Now what? We're gonna stay right here. Now what? All right, read that.
This the book of Sirach.
We're gonna stay right here.
Chapter 31 and verse 29. But wine drunken with excess make it bitterness of the mind.
Make it what?
Make it bitterness of the mind.
Yeah, his mind is jammed. His mind all jammed. That's how you know that's Satan. You see, they try to accuse you. Now he getting mad. See? Yeah, that's Satan. Trying to accuse you. That's a spiritual demon, Satan. Right? You accuse her day and night to the Most High to get you out the spirit. Right? You have to be able to recognize these things in the flesh. Right? Can you not touch our signs, brother? All right, please.
Huh?
Can you not touch our signs, brother?
Why?
All right, because this is our property.
What's gonna happen?
You don't want us to touch your property and be all in your, going against the grain and all against your stuff. What brother, can you just not touch our signs, brother? All right, read that. All right, read that.
With brawling and quarreling. It's like
Brawling and crawling.
now I'm saying that wrong.
Quarreling.
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool.
The what?
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool.
Drunkenness increase the rage of a fool.
Till he
That's all it does is it brings out how much of a damn fool you are. Right? How much lack of knowledge that you really have. Right, read on.
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminishes.
Till we offend.
It diminishes.
We don't know these we speaking blasphemy. Things against the Lord. F this, F that. X, Y, and Z, man. Read on.
It diminishes strength and make it wounds. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine.
They say they make it wounds, man. Right? Because you just picking fights, right? You out here drunk. You don't know what's going on. You end up with hey, you know what I'm saying? You might want to come get him. He drunk out here. He out here drunk. Read that.
Salaki. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in the mirth. Give him no disrespectful words. Despiteful words. And press not upon him with urging him to drink. You want the next?
Con.
If thou be made the master.
What I said on that? Con. Well, and give me 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse number 7.
This the book of 1 Peter.
We ready to die tonight. All right, we ready to die tonight. Read that.
This the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Be sober. Be vigilant.
Be what?
Be vigilant. Because your adversary the devil.
Because you're who?
Because your adversary the devil.
This brother moving in the spiritual demon Satan. Moving as the spiritual demon Satan. Right? To get brothers out the spirit. Right? Read that.
As a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour.
Said what?
Seeking whom he may devour.
They're trying to get brothers out the spirit. That's all this is. The Lord said it's going to come in the last day is going to come with scoffers and mockers, men drunken, boasting about his glory days in the ESPN, right? And his kids. All right? And you see how the Lord send, a woman to calm him. You see how that work? All right? To get him to flee. All right? So read that.
If she telling me she
What's wrong, King?
All right, read. Keep going on
I
it.
don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. If she telling me she
whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. But
I'm about to smack the shit out of all.
the God of all grace, whom have called us into his eternal glory by Christ Jesus. After that, ye have suffered a while. Make ye perfect. Establish, strengthen, settle you.
That's it on that. Give me Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse number 17. Jeremiah 1 and 17.
This the book of Jeremiah.
Nah, because they stopped me. I got to let them know.
Chapter 1 and verse 17.
They stopped.
Though therefore, gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their face.
Do what?
Be not dismayed at their face.
Yeah, don't be dismayed at a drunken man out here on Delmar Loop at what? 10 o'clock? It's 10 o'clock. Yeah. I heard drunk. All right, read on.
Least.
What's 10 o'clock?
Least I confound thee.
It's 10.
Before thee. Least I confound thee before thee.
What time?
Before them, Salaki. For behold, I have made thee this day.
The weakest guys want to act tough. Yeah. All right, read that.
Smack the shit
all
out
right, read
your ass,
that.
Nigga.
For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, and brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. And they shall fight against thee.
And they shall what?
And they shall fight against thee.
And what they gonna do?
And they shall fight against thee.
And what they gonna do?
And they shall fight against thee.
Smack us.
And they shall fight against thee.
Die tonight.
And they shall fight against thee.
Read.
But they shall not prevail
but
against
what?
thee. But they shall not prevail against
but what?
Thee. But they shall not prevail against
Read it again.
Thee. For they shall not prevail against
It's not gonna be able, because it's a barrier, man. It's a defense city. The Lord didn't really give the goal. Because this not the Christian, this is not the church. Right? The church would have been out the block. Jehovah's Witness would have been out the block. Right. We still right here. Bold up. Where we going? Right? Where we going? Yes, you seen us already, brother. We're not going nowhere. Right? We're not going nowhere. Right? Read on. But we're not really going, we're not going nowhere.
For I am with thee.
For I am what?
For I am with thee.
We know the Lord with us.
Right?
You got to staying in the spirit. Satan trying to get brothers to get carnal. Right?
Stay in the spirit.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, succumb to a damn fool that's drunk on Delmar Loop at 10 p.m. Right? Read.
For I am with thee, said the Lord, to deliver thee.
To what?
To deliver thee.
So we not really, scared out here of carnal, wicked men. Right? Give me the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 28.
All right, so y'all boys lucky. Y'all boys lucky.
All right. Yeah, right. Right, brother. Right. Right. Give me that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
And fear not them which kill the body.
Say what?
Fear not them which kill the body.
What the Lord say?
Fear not them which kill the body.
Read it again.
Fear not them which kill the body.
The Lord said, fear not them which kill the body. Read.
But are not able to kill the soul.
But are not able to kill the soul, man. So what need ye to fear of men? They can't do a damn thing, man. If it ain't of the Most High. And this is where a lot of men, it show they lack of faith in the Most High. If you really believe in the Most High, everything's of the Lord. So if he smacked us, he smacked us. It's of the Lord, right? And the things would have happened. It would have went down. It's all of the Most High, right? Hey, start putting your faith more in the Lord and understand that everything is in operation in the hands of the Lord, man, right? That's all that was Satan trying to get brothers out the spirit. Right? That's he laughed. That was Satan that came out of him. Yeah, see, he mad now. Trying to get him out the spirit. Right? Yeah, see, that's your accuser. Give me Revelation chapter 12 and give me the third to last verse. That's all that is. You got to be able to recognize Satan when he approach.
You say
Revelation chapter 12 and verse number give me the third to last verse. Believe start at 10.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God.
And that's what's come right now, right? You have the opportunity to repent, right? To be saved, right? The kingdom of the Lord is being built right now on a spiritual level. All of these things has come, and we're bringing it to our people right now. All right, read.
And the power of Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
And in that day, the accuser of our brethren is going to be cast down. Let's see what this accuser doing. Read that.
Which accused them before our God.
Which accused them before our God. Read.
Day and night.
Doing what?
Day and night.
It said day and night he's accusing to the Most High. That's why you read in Job, he was going to and fro in the earth. Because he's gathering this, he's gathering that. Ooh, see, he mad now. Trying to get you out the spirit, right? Oh, look, I got him. Oh, boy, you easy. I got you to take them clothes off, huh? Right? You see, that's Satan. That's all Satan trying to get you to accuse you against the Most High, and the Most High take that spirit from you. That's all that is, right? Because you're no good no more. You're not able to, able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. That's the wiles of the wiles mean trickery, craftiness. These are the things that Satan try to entrap you with, because he comes as an angel of light. What's that? 2 Corinthians 11 and 14, right? Transforms himself into an angel of light. Now he was a blatant, all-out bold demon, and we don't put it. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna knock the brother because the brother hurt. That's a hurt brother. Yeah. We can tell he's out here drunk. See, when somebody talk about their kids that much, they don't have their kids. He don't have his kids. He's not around his kids as much. You just steady boasting that I got 5 kids. I got 5 kids. But where they at, brother? Why aren't you with your kids right now? In the comfortability of your home. Teaching them. But you teach them that hate your brother because he wear a different color. Right? I mean, that's complete madness. Right, so read that.
And I know he seen my shirt.
Yeah. I was
got
going.
red on.
Yeah, he got red on. Now what?
He's behind me though.
Esau had red on. On ESPN. Well, brother, you're not on ESPN no more.
It was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago in your glory days.
That's why I say that Al Bundy spirit.
Yeah.
Talking about high school.
Yeah.
You sell
your
shoes
prime days.
Yeah.
Minimum wage.
And he's hurt. He's traumatized. He said it. The brother hurt. You know what I'm saying? And these are people that, you know what I'm saying, wish we could have caught him on his sober level, you know what I'm saying, to be able to talk, you know, but the brother was drowning in his sorrows. So he tried to, you know, put liquor upon it, on top of it. Lean and Percocet, whatever. You know, he high, all that, you know. This what is portrayed to be a man in these last days. Right. I'm out here drunk, I'm high, I'm rah-rah. No, you look, I mean, that makes you look less of a man. You have no poise, you have no control, you can't have an intellectual conversation. I can't learn nothing from you. No. All right? You're the type of Negro you can't have around. You're the type of Negro, no, you can't take him nowhere because he's always getting drunk. He's one of them. Yeah, he's a forward man. I can't take you with me nowhere. You always drunk. You the one that start the madness and rah-rah. I can't take you nowhere. You don't have no control. You're not a man. You're like a little ass kid we got to watch over. Yeah. We got to babysit. That's literally, we got to babysit you. Somebody get too drunk, you got to babysit them. All right? Because you acting like a damn kid. You have no control. You have no range. You just do it. You just impulse. You just do whatever. Right? You just jumping off a 10-story damn building. Oh shit, my legs broke now. You're not thinking, because you drunk. Right? So those type of men, they not gonna make it, man, unless they repent. Right? Because they're drunk, and that's one of the spirits the Lord said you can't have that drunken spirit. Right? Is there more on that?
Verse 11. And they overcame. And they overcame him.
And this is what we trying to get our people to do. I brought that out earlier. Our people don't have a spiritual aspect in they bones, man. They love the flesh, right? You get a point?
Now, I've been thinking about this for the last 2 days when I be saying retarded. So spiritually retarded.
Yeah, you spiritually
70% under what is it? Retardation is 70% under your
Underdevelop your brain.
yeah, like you don't.
There you go.
They spiritually retarded.
Spiritually,
The simplest things
retarded.
they don't understand.
You can't grasp it, right? Because the flesh is just overtaken, right? That's why I say you have no spiritual aspect or realm about you to be able to navigate on a spiritual level. All right, how y'all doing?
Hello.
You got 2 minutes for the words of God? 2 minutes, brother. All right, you see that?
No, it's your IQ is below 70%. That's what makes you retarded.
Yeah, IQ. See that?
Below
See that?
70.
Yeah. So read that.
Verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
And said we're lucky. No, we blessed. No, we're blessed out here. We're not lucky. Everything's of the Lord. Ain't no luck with the Lord. Oh, I lucked up on this. No, the Lord could have gave you that for your destruction, or it could have been for a blessing. All right? Everything's of the Lord. Talking about, he walk out talking about, y'all lucky. All right? That's what the weakest Negroes say, man. That wasn't going to do nothing. Y'all lucky, boy. Find every excuse. You lucky you got that color on. All right? Like, come on, man. I read that.
You lucky when she
You lucky, yes, you lucky she told me to leave. Right? You lucky. All right?
And look, this the reason why I ain't do it, because I know you drunk.
Yeah. You
And
drunk.
if you did something, nigga, you would have did it already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I said.
I
That.
know niggas like
I said that. It be the people that talk the most.
Yeah.
They not gonna do nothing.
that one,
Cause
I almost snapped on.
he's searching for somebody to do something, to start doing something.
No, I don't even think he was doing that. That's why he was trying to put fear on us by saying
Yeah.
he had an entourage somewhere around here.
Yeah,
I got my people.
Yeah, that's not the Christianity
man.
church. I said Jehovah Witnesses.
Dude.
Jehovah Witnesses would have been got the packing up. You know, Christianity, they don't be out here, so they don't even know.
Couldn't let him leave.
Yeah,
His
it's pride. That's all it is.
leaving without
Yeah.
us leaving, he's embarrassed.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Them niggas stood 10 toes down. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. And stop boasting in St. Louis, man.
Man, fuck St. Louis.
It wouldn't.
F St. Louis. All right, we hope St. Louis blow up first.
Yeah.
We want St. Louis to blow up first. All right, because I said that to the brother too. It's kind of calm out here.
Yeah.
No demons happen till we set up.
And right before-
Soon as we set up, demons come out. I mean, you can't make this up, right? You cannot make this up. It's not scripted. This is the Lord, man, showing you what spirits is upon our people, and we gotta help it. We gotta die for these people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? We just read it. The prophets, they've been slain, trying to bring them back to the Most High. It's nothing new. It's the same thing, right? Is it more on that?
I ain't even finished it.
Come.
Verse 11, I'm starting back. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
And we overcame him by what? By the blood of the Lamb. Imagine if we ain't had the grace of the Lord right now
Right.
and the mercy to it. We would have been moving carnal right now. I mean, it wouldn't have went down how it just went down. It would have been got rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers probably wouldn't even did all that talking. You know, it would have kind of just been, you know, hey, it is what it is. It's up. You know? Read.
And they loved not their lives into death.
They did what?
Love not their lives into death.
No, we scared out here.
Love not their lives into death.
We love not our lives onto death, man. We ready to put our life on the line for this thing, man. Right? We don't just do this on Friday. No, we live this. This is our lives. Brothers ready to literally, we already sacrificing our time, family, our bodies, right? That's why the brother brought that out in Philippians, whether it be by life or it be by death. And the Lord gonna be magnified, man. We don't give a damn about, you know, a foolish, drunk, wicked man out here. If it was 20 of them out here, we wouldn't care, right? Everything is at the hands of the Most High. So give me the book of Esther, chapter 8 and verse number 11. I'm gonna pass it. So you Negro, you wicked Negro Jakes, You gotta repent. Take the damn facade off, acting like you hoard, right? And come back to the Most High. That tough guy act don't get you nowhere. All that get you is a bullet in your damn head. You Negroes? Yeah, go ahead. All right, read that.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 8 and verse 11, wherein the king granted.
Right, because imagine we were some carnal Negroes up here. And that's how you know that was Satan. Because he don't know us, man. He think we got Bibles in our hands, right? Brothers out here preaching the word. The brothers just some weak, soft guys. No, we have control over and reign over our spirit. He didn't have no rule over his spirit. He's like a city without walls and broken down. We have control, right? You have to get built though. You have to be battle tested. Men would have went off the wall and just stuck them, right? Would have just stuck them, man. It would have just been a stump out. Like it was stump the yard out here, right? Or like we was trying to kill a damn roach or something on the ground, right? Put out a damn fire. It would have just been, it would have been kind of crazy out here, right? But it would have been like damn, Boys in the Hood. No, not Boys in the Hood. Menace to Society.
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace. Oh, the actual Menace to Society.
Yeah.
When he was stomping him out in front of his granny crib. You know what I'm saying? Dude tried to pull up. He stumped him out. It was kind of the worst stump out I ever seen, though. You could tell it was fake. You talking about something? Yeah, but bring that out.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 8.
But we not, hold on, real quick, you know what I'm saying? We're not carnal men out here no more. We move in a spiritual way and manner, and we can see the spirit that's upon him. We see what's going on. We played that all. I played that all out of my head. I knew that was going to happen. Right? Soon as this girl called me, I'm going to go now. So I kind of said it. He kind of tried to harp on it. I had to, let me not say that. He finna flee. Yeah, he finna flee. Because the girl called. Now he had to act tough. Look at these niggas, babe. Look at him. Yeah, I'm going to smack these niggas. They going to die tonight. Yeah, look at him. Look at he reading that Bible shit. She like, nigga, get your silly, leave them alone.
Hey, walk home, nigga. You ain't got no car.
Yeah, where your car at? All right, let me tell that damn homeless Edomite, go home. Go home. All right, you gotta prick them. All right, well, read that.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 8 and verse 11. Wherefore, the king granted the Jews which were in every city to gather themselves together.
What we gotta do?
Gather themselves together.
In the last days?
Gather themselves together.
Read.
And stand for their life.
And do what?
And stand for their life.
We gotta stand up for our lives, man. And we stand up boldly for our lives out here. We wanna raise up the nation, right? We wanna teach the words of the Most High. We wanna fight for our lives and not give in to this society and this world, man. Right? Read.
To destroy, to slay.
To destroy all ideologies, all wicked doctrines, all wicked Jake and Eve, right? And their mindsets, we got to destroy that, right? Read.
And to cause to perish all the power of the people in province, Salakia, that would assault them, both little ones and women, and to take the spoil of them for a prey.
All right, so with that, all praise to the Most High God, Yahweh. Bashimu Mashiach Mulak Yahushua. Come here, Hey, I got 2 minutes for the Bible.
Yeah, I do.
Sister do. Okay, all praise. The brother finna come up here and teach you something.
Nah, all praise to the Most High. You go to the church at all?
Yeah.
Okay, what church you go to?
Twin River Church.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What's some key takeaways that you've got from church?
From church or
Yeah.
from what, since I've been in like the community and like everything all together, just
Well, let me say this.
church.
What's some key takeaways you got from the Bible? Because that's the whole point of church, is to teach us the word.
Yeah, so the Bible, don't get me wrong, we definitely talk about the Bible in church, but you get a lot of more. Okay, she's not comfortable. Thank you though.
See that? Satan cometh immediately. Take away the word that was sown. Yeah, I heard sowing seeds. She said the incense bothering her. She left. It wasn't even the one that stopped. The one in all black. The middle? Yeah. Give me Luke chapter 23 and verse number 34. And look, this the thing. All praise to the Most High that He allowed brothers to hold their composure. Because we've ran into incidents like this before. And brothers didn't hold their composure. And they did get that treatment that, like, you gotta understand. And it's funny, the growth you can see from how you move different. Because we see you're not a threat. You know what I mean? You gotta examine him. Is this a threat? Or is he just a drunk, raging fool? That's all you are. And again, even if you were bold enough to do that, drunk people, they don't realize how much they get beaten, how bad they get beaten. When you did, drunk people always end up knots on your head, fractured orbital socket. It'd be a lot that be going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, through the spirit and power of the Most High, you know, He had the angels round about us, right? And He allowed us to stay in the spirit to not be blamed, right? Men can gainsay, oh, you look weak. It take courage to stand in the face of men like that, right? Actually, give me Philippians chapter 3 and verse number 15 real quick. It take a lot of courage and a lot of poise to be able to do that.
Self-control.
Self-control. And the reason, like I said, why He wouldn't go away is because we weren't moved by it. We weren't moving off emotion. All right? So go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 3 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
Let us therefore, as many as be perfect.
As what?
As many as be perfect.
We have to be as those that were perfect aforetime, that were blameless. We seen Jeremiah thrown in prison and almost died at the hands of his own people. They locked him up straightway. You seen Joseph be beat, thrown in a ditch, and sold by his brothers. This ain't nothing new, man. It's nothing new under the sun. This how we know that it's still more to come. Because the more that's to come is for us to fully go through those things. We haven't been there yet. Tribulation shall come 10 days. Right? Keep going.
Be thus minded, and if in anything ye be otherwise minded, Yahweh shall reveal even this unto you.
So you have to be perfectly minded. Hey, I got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord.
I love God, but I can't right now.
All right, brother, be safe.
We talked to him down.
Is that a man?
Huh.
Was that a man with him?
I didn't even pay
Yeah.
attention.
I was a man with him.
We talked to that person.
This shit we got to deal with out here, man.
Flesh.
You with a tranny out here.
You moving in the flesh.
I mean, it was clear today that was a man.
I didn't even look at them all.
Yeah.
Nations out here
Go, give me,
The nations out here drunk.
yeah.
Just harlots.
Keep going on that.
Slack. Verse 16. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing, brethren. Be followers together of me, and mark them which walk as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ.
Yeah. Your version read funny. Read that.
Okay.
2 and 15.
You say 2 and 15?
Yeah. Was that where you was at?
I was at 3 and 15.
Oh, well, read that. It sounded similar. Read that. 2 and 15.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2 and verse 15.
It's like I did call 3. Read that though too.
That ye may be blameless.
That what?
That ye may be blameless.
That word blameless. Read.
And harmless. The sons of Yahweh without rebuke.
Without what?
Without rebuke.
We have to be blameless, harmless, the sons of the living God without rebuke. That means no one can lay a charge and a sin unto us. Satan can't find an occasion to blame us for anything. Go ahead.
In the midst of the crooked and perverse.
In the midst of the crooked. He's not, come on, man. He's crooked, man. High out his damn mind. You can tell by his teeth he do drugs.
They say we lost.
But we lost. Hold on. You had, I'm looking at the chat. You had people in the chat saying that we're cold, we're racist, we're wicked. But they don't condemn that
Or they don't praise us in the voice in the
for that.
They don't do that.
Nah, not at all.
They're not gonna do that.
What's going on, family? Y'all got 2 minutes for God?
Yes, sir.
I always got 2 minutes for God.
2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
All praise to the Most High.
That's how you be a leader.
2 minutes.
All praises, all praises. So let me,
Hey, how you doing? My name is Bishop.
Bishop.
How you doing? My name is Bishop.
All praise, I'm Zakar.
How you doing? And this is my wifey, Dana. This is my best friend since high school.
All
And
praises.
his wifey.
33 years,
Yeah.
5 children.
And we're gonna sit here.
Beautiful family, beautiful families.
We're
All
gonna be
praises.
intense. And we're gonna be in the spirit. Everybody get firmly in the
See
spirit.
that? See that? All right, so
Listen.
let me ask you this then,
Yes,
real
sir.
quick. So you believe in the Bible? You're a follower, right? What's some core principles that we need to take away from this? What's our mission upon earth?
What's our mission, baby?
Love.
Okay, what that mean? Just to love.
Okay.
Give me Ecclesiastes 3. Go ahead.
Love, help each other.
Uh-huh.
Care for each other.
Okay. Wow. I say that because isn't too much of one thing bad? If you just do nothing but love your children and never correct them, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to grow up with? Man, I'm not worried about nothing you're talking about. And they're going to do God knows what. We see that today. You can't do no wrong in your parents' eyes now because they don't correct the children because they're trying to be friends with them. We just seen a young man. He was 14 years old. He was getting jumped. One of the young kids tried to take out a gun and pistol whip him and shot him in the chest. Now, if his parents were teaching him better, for one, how'd he get a gun? In the Bible, men looked after the provision of their children and knew who they were. Oh, this is a man of war. This is a man of understanding. This is a man that can lead the charge. They all had different abilities, but the father knew that because he had the oversight over. And that's what we're lacking now. But you can't do that with just one spirit of one thing. Now it has to be balanced. So read that.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season.
So everything there's a season. Read.
And a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born. And a time to die.
Go ahead.
A time to plant. And a time to pluck up.
Go ahead.
That which is planted. A time to kill. And a time to heal.
Go ahead.
A time to break down and a time to build up.
So Solomon, the one who the Most High gave all the wisdom on the earth to, it's telling you there's a season for everything. Time to be born, time to die. Time for the plants to flourish and bring forth fruit, and a time for them to be desolate.
Yes, sir.
There's a season for everything.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, we don't want to just harp on just the love aspect, but it is things that, well, is that love?
It's not.
So hold on. I thought we had to be emulating love. Now you want to know what love is?
Talk to me.
Give me Proverbs real quick. Proverbs chapter 27 and verse number 5. Then give me 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2.
Because it's heavy on me. It's heavy on my spirit.
All praise to the Most High.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Open rebuke is better than secret love. That means for me correcting you, telling you, brother, you're not supposed to be doing that, it's better than me just saying I love you or loving you behind closed doors. Because the love is to say, I see a bus coming in the street, you don't see it because you got your AirPods in, and me coming to push you out the way.
I'm with it.
Now that may be rough, but it's love because I saved your life.
Can I read the definition? I want to read the definition of rebuke.
Go ahead.
It says express sharp disapproval.
Express what?
Sharp disapproval.
And we got sharp disapproval for that.
Or criticism.
Or what?
Or criticism.
We dislike it because we hate what God hates. Go ahead.
Someone because of their behavior or actions.
Because you want to know why?
Don't smoke that, man.
You're an elder man. All right, y'all 5 children.
Yeah.
What role model are we being for the youth?
Yes.
We young men out here.
Can I make a point?
Go ahead.
It's a brother that, is in our congregation. His son was around his family members that's not in the word. He's seen them picking up a cigarette. He's picked up a cigarette and put it in his mouth as if he's smoking.
I got something to ask you guys.
Hold on, real quick. We'll get to that.
Because kids
Is that
do what they what?
They
what they see?
My kids, not my children.
Hold on.
But not your children.
But they see you smoking, man.
They don't.
You don't know what they do behind closed doors. That's the problem. No, they may not smoke, but they may emulate like me. I didn't smoke, but I used to see my mom and my pops pick up a cigarette, and I would grab a butt off the ground and act like I smoked because I'm seeing what they're doing.
My oldest son is 28.
Okay.
He works 30 hours
But
an hour.
baby, we were just trying to
My
have an
other son
ear.
Is 4
Baby,
years in college.
we was
in
having
Boston,
an ear.
Massachusetts. I know. Boston, Massachusetts. My other son is in Jackson State.
All praise to the Most High.
He's an alpha.
All praise.
My daughter.
We've been together since we was 14 years old.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I don't know nobody.
But look, we have to.
We working.
All
We
that's.
working. I'm gonna leave it at that. We working.
Can we start right now by throwing that down?
I mean, I just
God
I
do
just
it.
opened
Throw it down. This it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I got
Hey, since you stronger than that cigarette, brother, you stronger than that
Of course, I
cigarette.
know that.
Can't we? We can do all things through Christ that strengthen us, can't we?
Yes, yes,
You believe in the Lord, don't you, sister?
These people freaks me out.
yes.
You believe in the Lord, don't you, sister? Come on, sis, you gotta throw that down.
I'm gonna give y'all a gift.
No, you got you.
When waves of affliction sweep over your soul, yeah, and sunlight is hidden from you.
Now, brother.
Whenever you are willing, he'll let you in. He'll let you in. First, giving reference to the Lord, who's the head of my life.
Hey, brother, that's
I'm
beautiful.
finna go eat,
But,
and that's my gift to you.
hey, brother, it's beautiful, but we gotta start walking right.
That's my gift to you, though.
I would throw that cigarette. Let that be the gift. Throw that cigarette down. Let that be the gift.
We'll be back down when we come that way. You hear me? Trust me. And it was good to hear brothers like y'all out here.
Hey, we appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it. We love y'all. Y'all be safe.
Is it anything that I can give you to make you happy? And what is that?
That pack of cigarettes, crumble it up. Crumble it up.
But can I get something in return from you?
We can give you this word. The Lord say, hey, a man shall not thirst again if he gets this. Hey, brother, you're going to forever be hungry and forever be thirsty unless you get the word.
Thank God.
People still hate us in the comments. Wow.
You'll be destitute. And that's what I'm saying.
Can't make this up.
Damn, we bad for that?
We bad.
We're evil for that?
They said let him have his free will.
Wow.
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 Can't make this up.
Hey, man.
Shalom.
Hey, hold on.
Spiritually retarded.
I'm
Let him have his
now that hurt.
It hurt.
That hurt, man. That we gotta
That's church.
That-
Sing and give you think it's a
that
feel good.
that I gotta plead for you to do better.
He just did what the Lord wanted, according to him, by just singing.
And that made that made that good.
Yeah.
Feel good.
That's what the church teach.
Yeah.
Now he's clean.
clean
He's
I
washed.
got my blessing. I saw my hymn.
Oh. Hey, we've been going through hell these past few weeks, man.
No, I'm talking about. That's yeah.
What? You got
Downtown was bad.
you got is this Amalek that keep coming up
Yeah, it's
saying
a lot.
shalom?
That's the second one.
Yeah, no, same guy.
That's the same
That's the same
dude.
guy.
Said his dad's Israeli.
Oh yeah, it just keeps coming up. Shalom, shalom. You got Cleveland heathens.
Cleveland.
You got Rage and Jake. You got Out of Order Eve.
Thinks this
You
is
got
right here, though.
you got Submissive Jake. I mean, he just bound. Israel say, "Nigga, puff that cigarette. You mind? Yeah, I mind."
Yes, I said, yeah, we mind.
But his wife said, "Nigga, you better smoke that."
Then she started, I got
Hey.
5 kids.
That raised that. That raised that.
Yeah, I'm talking about my
Give-
one son alpha.
Them sons is smoking, they cheating.
Drop
like
all
a-
this.
Man, they cheating
College.
like, man, they cheating like a mother.
Drop all this. Give me Sirach 19:1.
Man, stop it.
Why do we glory in sin?
Glory.
Well, to what profit? Like,
We go,
And the problem, he knew he was on camera. You made an ass out of yourself.
Yeah, that looked so bad.
Like if you seen that on social media, you'd be like, damn, that dude a fool.
Nigga, that's you.
You.
Yeah.
Read that.
Now, that whole
We gonna start posting these clips. Maybe it go viral when people see themselves like, damn, that was me.
These interact, like, they're so bad. Like, when you really sit down with it, like, this Christianity.
You get embarrassed. Like, bro, I get embarrassed at things that I did that only I know from, I'm talking about yay high. I couldn't imagine being a dumb like that coming out on these streets doing some stupid stuff in 4K.
Talking about some
No, but the crazy thing is,
child.
no, we just saying,
Things are gonna get.
everybody, they saying that we wrong.
I know.
We wrong.
We're gonna be this prophecy though. We're gonna be hated of many. So read
This
that.
is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 1.
Wow.
A laboring man that is given to drunkenness.
Is it? It may be 16.
Oh.
I think it's 16 and 1. Yep.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 16 and verse 1.
All right.
Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children.
You're desiring a multitude of unprofitable children. Hold that. Give me Psalm chapter 94 and verse number 16.
They're like, see, it's like, what? Like, why do they boast with their children going to college? That don't mean a damn thing.
You got one. First of all, he had to pay to get into a sorority. That shit lame. You got to pay to be friends.
Yeah.
To get spanked.
For life.
To get. I mean, you know what they doing there, man.
Yeah.
Come on, stop playing. Read that, man.
People almost died.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter
Freaky
94 and verse
Said
16.
we
Go
were
ahead.
judging the whole time. That's
Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
The Lord is asking who's going to do what we're doing. We're wrong for that, though. We're evil for doing what the Lord said.
Moses wicked.
Yeah.
Solomon wicked.
David's wicked.
David wicked. He asked the Lord.
Mattathias is
He
wicked.
literally prayed to the Lord so he could judge righteously. So he's wrong.
Read that.
He's wrong.
Or who will stand up
Wow.
for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who's going to stand up for those that are rotten to the core? That don't want to do better? I mean, that's why we have the problems we have now. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 21. Yeah, give me 21 and 18.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21 and verse 18.
Uh-huh.
If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son,
And this is what the problem is. A lot of y'all are this. A lot of y'all are a stubborn and rebellious son. Read.
which will not obey the voice of his father,
You don't obey your father. That's why when you see out of order men, out of order women, no matter the age range, it's okay to you because you see yourself in them. We hate when we see our people out here doing this because I don't see myself in you. But you want to know what? We're lumped together. I'm a fool just as much as you are. Right? Go ahead.
or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him,
That when you do get chastised, Reed,
will not hearken unto them.
but you're not going to hearken unto them. That chastising doesn't mean anything because you're rebellious. You're stubborn. But there's a law for you stubborn children. There's a law for you wicked, you adulterers, you fornicators, you blasphemers. Go ahead.
Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him,
They going to snatch your little ass up,
and bring him out into the elders of the city.
and we're going to bring you unto real wise men, men of counsel, men of understanding, men that have given out judgments before. That's why we said you can't be all love. You don't know judgment by doing that. All love is contrary to how this world runs. And if you're without judgment with your children in this world, you're leading them to death or jail.
And that's all our people now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's the
The
stigma.
church teach you that.
But you wanna know why? Stop beating those kids. They're calling CPS on you.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing this. They're doing anything that reforms us and corrects us. We can't do.
Right.
That's why they had to infiltrate the Black Panther Party. That was a movement that you couldn't destroy the
Discipline,
nucleus
yeah.
of the black household with that.
discipline,
The women were in order.
order.
They served, They did the things that they had to do. They raised up the children. They got the women in order. And you had men on the front line standing in the street boldly as we're doing, just in another fashion. They took up arms. Now we know the Lord tells us in Exodus 14 and 14, the Lord's gonna fight for us. Right? So we have the understanding that they didn't have. Now we're not saying they're wrong for that. You know, they did it with a good intent. But we have a more sure way. Right? Keep going on that.
Salaki. And Salaki. And they shall say unto the elders of the city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious, and he will not obey our voice.
And he won't listen. Go ahead.
He is a glutton.
He's a what?
A glutton.
You're a drunkard. You're a glutton. Nothing satiates you. Right? Go ahead.
And a drunkard. All the men of his city shall stone him with stones.
Shall what?
Shall stone him with stones.
And this is the ancient world. We're not talking pebbles. We're talking boulders. Slinging them at you till you die. That's the judgment in the ancient world. Where are we doing that at? They act like this is what we doing. This is what the Lord requires. But we're under a time of grace and mercy because at one point we deserved that. That's why we're so long suffering with the people. And we have to be compassionate for where they at because Most High willing through our long suffering, they get it. Maybe they understand. Maybe it does show somebody, hey, not all Israelites are like that. You're going to have the scoffers. You're going to have the 2/3. You're going to have the mockers. That's okay. Right? Go back to the other precept I had you holding.
What was
Sirach 16.
Right, 16 and 1. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 16 and verse 1. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children.
Right.
Neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they multiply.
Though they what?
Multiply.
Though Big Mama has 17 children.
Rejoice not.
Though this brother had 4 different families on the same block. Read.
Rejoice not.
Don't rejoice at them, man. They're nothing but baby kids. Those are the kids that run around the city oppressing everybody.
Yeah.
They scared to go outside because there's 40 of them jumping on one young kid, man. Because you're the demon that taught them that. What you think he told us what he teaching his kids? If somebody got on red, punch him in the mouth. He don't. He's not like that.
Yeah, no.
That false flag should be killing me. Go ahead.
Even if he is, look, but you gotta be a straight drug addict. Like, ain't nobody with what he talking, ain't nobody even thinking the way he thinks. You know what I'm saying?
He's a functioning drug addict.
That's not even a thing in St. Louis.
Yeah, ain't nobody
jumping out because you got. That's not a thing.
Colors on.
Now, you might wear certain colors and they might know what set you from, but they not banging colors like it's Cali.
See,
I was gonna say that's some LA shit.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
The bullying demo.
Yeah.
Because we got Bibles in our hands.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, bullying, I don't think nothing wrong with how it used to be, like correction and probably making fun of a certain person for doing a certain thing. Because guess what? That person ain't gonna do it no more. It might be some homosexual or something. So yeah, brothers might see it and be on that, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is they took that out of the equation and they put that in the equation. Only weak ass folks that do it when they know somebody can't do nothing.
Yeah.
That's what they put in the equation.
And that's
you know what I'm saying?
But you see, when he saw that I started to get a little angry, he calmed his ass down. Because I promise you, if you would have kept pushing at that point, come on, bro. I mean, yeah, you're not doing that. You're not touching us. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord said, take this holy sword. Hey, you can't touch this.
Yeah. No, that was crazy.
You'll get hurt over this. Right? We don't play about the words of the Lord. You're not gonna come up here and act a fool like that. Right? Yeah. You do all the talking all you want to do. You touch any brother up here, you get the moving stuff around, then it's gonna be a problem. You can do all that.
You can do what you do.
What do you say?
Whatever happened.
What we gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah, whatever happened.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you nothing.
Yeah.
But whatever the Lord.
But we see that you didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
That's the point, right? So keep on.
Slocky.
He with the raw.
Yeah, we don't. I'm not doing no talking with you,
I think
man.
I'm starting from number 2 at the top.
Y'all ain't from St. Louis.
We not. Then what?
Y'all from St. Louis. Y'all ain't from the city.
Go ahead. And then it was gonna be you not from my city.
Yeah, that's what you
yeah.
ain't from my part. I'm from the Ville.
Fuck the Ville.
Yeah, F the Ville.
Read that.
We gonna
Every hood here,
we got red on
every
that one.
city here. Oh, bro, he seen I got red on. Like what we?
My favorite color red, that one.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not red, but hey, it's red right now.
Read that. Read that.
It's corner. It's corner.
Though they multiply,
I just real quick. I slacky can't. I just don't understand what we were just talking. It's not that we don't understand. We were just talking about this in the chat. I understand why you do the things that you do. You lack the spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
You ain't got no understanding.
nothing at all.
The Most High has withdrawn wisdom, the spirit, understanding, anything that's gonna forward you in life and righteousness has been removed from you.
That's why I made that quote from Jason Wilson, that author.
Yeah.
He's a
Thug,
thug,
yeah.
traumatized human, unable to grieve.
He's unable to let go him being
Yeah.
put in a foster home.
Yeah, you can't let it go.
You wanna know why? He ain't never dealt with it.
He never dealt
That's
with
why I said the brother's hurt.
He's projecting.
When
it
he
on
said
us.
that,
Yeah.
I knew he was hurt.
Yeah, he's projecting it on us.
You never went anywhere and ball, you hurt. You're stuck in St. Louis playing for the Battle Hawk, you're hurt. I don't even believe you play for them. You're hurt.
Even if he did, you not no more.
Not like that.
You not. Yeah, you're not playing. You in bed. If they seen that, you probably cut. That looks bad.
Yeah.
You only play like 8 games a year.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be making that much.
You had a precept.
Yeah, come. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 15. Now therefore, Lord, I will speak, touching man in general. Thou knowest best, but touching thy people, for whose sake I am sorry.
For what?
For whose sake I am sorry.
For whose sake? Sorry, man. Go ahead.
And for thine inheritance, for whose cause I mourn.
For what?
For whose cause I mourn.
What'd you say, brother?
I just gotta say one thing.
What's up?
How you gonna say that? You don't know how I feel.
Oh yeah, this brother's stupid, man.
Are you talking about the other brother?
Come here, brother. That's why we read this.
We seen him?
No, he heard. He was walking past and heard.
Okay.
How you gonna say that? You don't know how I feel.
Yeah, read that.
Brought him up. That's the spirit,
Yeah.
man. But so like it real quick. Them saying that can actually bring them in this thing.
Yeah.
You know how controlled we are. Because carnal men on the outside, they would have been like, wouldn't be me.
Yeah.
I would have kind of stuck them, or you know.
Well, hold on. Slocky. Again, when we did do it, we got blamed.
Yeah.
When we don't do it, we get blamed.
So
You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. But we just gonna be blameless before the Lord. We don't give a damn what man say. Give me start at 23 and 19. Read.
It says, and for Israel, for whom I am heavy, and for Jacob, for whose sake I am troubled.
We're in continual sorrow and heaviness for our people. I'm just looking at on social media, and I'm just looking at all the state of our people earlier. I mean, I can't look at half the stuff. I'm tired of seeing our people die. I'm tired of seeing them getting hung. I'm tired of seeing our people jumping one another, afflicting one another. I mean, damn, when do it stop? When is enough? Like, the other nations already portray us as it. Aren't we tired of being a stigma?
Because it's like, it's on a carnal level, on an analogy.
You could drop everything
It's
else.
like how
hold
people
that.
in
Give me
the damn,
Second Esdras
like how
2:26.
people in the
I mean,
ocean drowning
2 Samuel
on the
2:26
deep
in CEV.
end, and they fighting against them being saved.
Right.
Or hearing the instruction on how to get out of the situation. You niggas ain't never been on the deep end out here.
Brother, we trying to pull you out the deep. Hold on.
Man, y'all, man, we don't deal with no.
We in the kiddie pool.
After life goes.
I got a life raft, and you keep smacking it.
And that's how, if you get grabs that, that's how we feel here, because we're trying to save him, but he's denying.
Yeah.
But we're trying to help him.
He let me drown. And then he come up and be like, help me. Man, let me drown.
That's
Like,
the feeling. Like, if
yeah.
you put yourself in that position, that's how we feel, man. Whose cause I am heavy. Let me read this. It says, therefore, I will begin to pray before thee for myself and for them.
And for what?
And for them.
We still got to pray for them. Because he's lost. The Lord say, would you not go and get that one sheep? The brother lost. We're going to go and get the one. Whether we got the 99, no, we need the complete, we need that 100. Go ahead.
It says, for I see the thorns of us that dwell in the land.
Because the falls of us, we see it. We see what happens. We see the carnality of the people. We've fallen into a sore destruction due to a lot of things that we're doing. We fail.
18, what chapter?
2 Samuel 2.
Oh, I thought you said second Esdras.
No, 2 Samuel.
Okay.
2 and 26 in the CEV. Right? That's why I said, when will enough be enough? When do you have to realize that, I mean, what profit, I just don't understand what that gets you. Do women find that attractive?
Yeah, some of us.
I mean, but
they hosting and fighting there. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
yeah, they do.
That's Bad Girls Club.
See, that's nothing that I've ever been around. You know what I mean? Like that never. That's why the Lord say in Sirach chapter 23 that a wicked woman is going to attract a wicked man. Never been around that. Women like that, you stay far from me.
Yeah.
So go ahead and read that.
I'm not
Yeah.
Phone taking so long, man.
I know you good. You good. It just popped
I
up.
heard that. This the book of 2 Samuel.
2 and 26. What? Ah, yeah.
Woman dealing with a man like that.
And that's why the Lord said this place is Sodom and Gomorrah. This place is, you say what?
A lot of pride.
A lot of pride, right? And people hate the word of God. We tired even ask people to stop and talk.
Hey, brother. Brother. You got 2 minutes? Why y'all on y'all date?
Yeah.
We're going to make this the most memorable date.
Spirit of fishing.
Most memorable date ever.
What's going on? What's your name, bro?
Talk.
Talk?
T-Wop.
T-Wop. All right, I'm Zakora. You believe in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
All praise to the Most High. Let me ask you this. Amongst the community, what's one of the biggest problems we have?
Being together.
You say what?
Being together.
Right.
Being together, not being together.
Not being together.
Not being together. What do we do that separates us? Just look in the community.
Believe in ourselves instead of believing in ourselves instead of believing in our flesh instead of our spirit.
Okay. Yeah, believe in your way better than God's way. All right. Read that real quick. Read that 2 Samuel. Because it's I agree with that. That is a big problem. Read
This the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 2 and 26 in the CV.
Go ahead.
Abner shouted to Joab, aren't we going to stop killing each other?
When are we going to stop killing each other? That's a big problem. You got a problem with the murder rate being really high. Right? Go ahead.
Don't you know that the longer we keep doing this,
that the longer we keep forward in the affliction of one another, which is separating. That's not being together. That's feeding into the flesh. I hate you because of something that happened 5 generations ago, and I don't know why. Read.
The worst is going to be when it's all over.
And if we keep affording in the affliction of one another, the worst is going to be when it's over. You want to know why? Because it never ends. If I kill him, one of his homies got to come back and kill me. That's a never-ending cycle. And that's something that we succumb to. Even people that you seen, Boys in the Hood. You seen that?
Yeah.
When he went to go get payback for his brother, and he got locked up. That's a cycle that never stops, right? Go ahead. And his child, what happened with what was the dude who got shot? What's his name? The one that played ball?
Ricky.
He had a child. Now, that's what separates us, and that continues the separation. All right, go ahead.
When are you going to order your men to stop chasing their own relatives?
That's what we got to start telling each other. Because we all know somebody that has that spirit. If somebody do this, it is what it is. We all know a forward man that just, he's wild. We gotta correct that, right? Like you said, through the spirit though. Under what? Under God's law. Now, that's the exact answer. That's the perfect answer. Now, where we find God's law at? You say where?
Within ourselves and within the world.
Well, not within yourself. Because what you say, what was the first thing you said?
I'm not saying within ourselves like in the flesh, but within our spirit that God gave us.
Okay. Because the Lord said he's going to send the comforter, and the comforter is going to bring all things to remembrance. So I agree with that. But if you were to tell a child where to go within here, what would you say? Because specific places, like if you go to Kings, that's just going over, you know, the acts of what certain kings did and during their time. It's not necessarily telling you how to live per se. Now, some of it is accounts you can learn from, but where do I find out how to live? What would you call it?
Teach us a purpose. But like,
Now, so go to Matthew chapter 23. Because this is one of the teachings of Christ. Or give me Matthew chapter 19 and verse number 16. Because we agree with that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
That's our whole mission, right? To have eternal life, because eternal life is entering into the kingdom of heaven. So somebody is coming up asking that same question I just posed to you. What we got to do? Go ahead.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God.
Right.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
if you do want the kingdom of heaven,
keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
So Christ is referring us back to the laws of God, which was given by Moses. So do you know what today is? Because today is a special day.
I got my junior ring today.
You got what?
My junior ring from my school today.
Okay.
They really put on this day for some reason. I don't know what today is.
Okay. So you ever heard the 10 Commandments?
Yeah.
All right, well, today is the 4th commandment. We're going to read it for you. Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
You love God, don't you? Now, how do you show God you love him? So read this.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
You know what the Sabbath day is? You say what? Not the 3rd.
Like Sunday, 7th day.
It's the 7th day. It is 7th day, but it's not Sunday.
Monday.
I ain't got my phone on me. You got a phone on me? We're going to look at a calendar real quick. And it's okay. I ain't know. Somebody had to teach me this. Right? What's the first day of the week right there?
Wednesday.
No. Where?
Sunday.
So what's the last day?
Saturday.
So what's the 7th day of the week? Saturday. So today is the Sabbath of God. Right? Now what are we supposed to not be doing on this day? No working. That means, should any of this be going on down here? No. You say what?
I was going to say to get something to eat, but then there's people that work to make that food.
And God said that, read it. The Lord's going to tell you, read that.
Salaki. 6 days, Salaki, to keep it holy.
Right.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So they got 6 days to do all their work. Read.
But the 7th day.
But the what?
But the 7th
But
day.
on this specific day.
It's the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
So no one's to do any work. Even if you don't, by product, if you're going to buy something, someone else is working, you're promoting them to work because they want your business, still in sin.
Right.
Now we love God.
Yeah.
We got to do what? One of his laws is what?
Not working on the Sabbath.
Not working on the Sabbath. And that correlates to buying and selling.
Yeah.
cleaning up, doing any manner of laborious work, you want to cease from, because it's his holy day, right? The Lord made the earth and everything in 6 days, and what he do on the 7th? Are we better than God? So what we got to do? We got to rest, brother. It's plain. It's not rocket science. 2 + 2 is 4. Sky is blue, the grass is green.
Make it easy enough for a kid to understand.
That's easy enough. So we're not gonna hold y'all up too much, brother. You want to take this flyer, check it out. You know, now you good. All praise to the Most High.
Lord throwing the word at you.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, you gotta receive it.
All right.
Gotta receive it. We'll throw some prayers for you, brother. Check that flyer out. Get more built up and learn. All praise to the Most High. All right, so read that.
Want the rest of that?
Slack it. What I have you at? I had you in your phone. 2 Samuel.
Oh, okay.
Jesus fulfilled the Sabbath.
Who said that? Why Paul going there every Sabbath? Every Sabbath. It didn't say some. He said every Sabbath. He said.
This the book of 2 Samuel.
They don't grasp the understanding that we're gonna be keeping the Sabbath in the kingdom. We're keeping the laws in the kingdom. So, like, what would be the point of not keeping it now? That don't make no sense.
Go ahead, read that. It don't.
This the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 26 in the CV. Abner shouted to Joab, aren't we ever going to stop killing each other?
And that's the thing that we got to embody out here. We got to stop wanting to forward the affliction of one another. Once we do that, we become better. Once we're able to become on one accord where I don't want to hurt you, if that interaction doesn't happen, we could have a civil conversation. If that don't happen, if there's no thought in my mind that I want to harm you
At all.
then we took a step. But till then, we can never take a step.
I didn't even look at you as danger or a threat when you walked up.
At all.
At all.
But see, that's the thing. We don't never look at our people like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He looked at us like that.
Yes.
So you have to put on that persona and that facade to
Now, you want to know what it is?
make yourself that.
You say it all the time. Or I believe Gedalia said, I ain't shit, so you ain't shit.
Yeah, that Tupac. Yeah.
That's the mindset.
You niggas can't no more than me.
I got 5 kids.
I got 5. How many you got? Oh, you got 2. You can't talk to me. You can't talk. You got 2.
Well, he also said one of his oldest is 11, and we ain't got no 11. My child 15.
Yeah.
We done went through all type of struggles. She kind of coming along.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if an elder was out here, it would have been a different. It'd have been something else to gainsay.
Yeah, he would have gained.
That's why I said it's.
Yeah.
He's a heretic.
You ain't been in no ESPN.
Yeah, he's a heretic. Come on, bro.
If you would have went to the pen, he would have boasted about the pen.
Yeah.
The pen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You niggas ain't been in the pen though.
So
You ain't had to squat over and
you ain't never been took.
and spread.
That's what he's gonna say. You ain't never been took.
You ain't had to bend over for the COs and spread your.
No.
You ain't never fried no chicken in the toilet.
No. You proud about that? Hey, give me that inside right.
Ain't nobody never begged for your honey bun.
You gonna have to look that up. I think it's Sirach
What you looking for?
19 and 24.
What is it?
It's the wisdom of sin is not knowledge. The knowledge of sin is not wisdom. That's what it is.
It would have just kept going. Like
Yeah.
I said Gedalia.
I got 1922.
1922.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
The knowledge of wickedness isn't wisdom. That's not wisdom. You didn't make anybody wiser, because he said, I'm gonna teach y'all. You taught me that you're a fool and to never. This is a prime example of why you never drink and why you never do drugs. Why? Him. I've seen examples like this. Dad, you're on cocaine. This is what cocaine do to people. This is what heroin do. This is what hard drugs. I'm not gonna. I learned from that. I don't need to take it to know that that's gonna mess me up. No, I seen you. I seen people slumped over. You're on the Hanley. You got people heads sinking in as they breathing. I'm looking at this shit like these people are tore up from these drugs. I will never end up like that.
And that precept cold because the only way he was gonna respect you if you was more wicked than him.
Yes.
That's the only way.
If you would have got carnal and you would have been wicked with him,
you really, you was in the game, got some bodies under your belt. You went to the pen, you got more kids and baby mamas.
that's why I brought that Proverbs 14:9 out. You mock at sin.
Wow.
Sin is funny to you. Sin is joyous. Yay. I mean, like, to what end? Keep reading on that.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom,
Right?
neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudent.
And you can't even take the counsel from these ungodly men. That's why the wisdom of the world is foolishness with God. That's why you don't listen to it. That man had nothing to offer, nothing of substance. He's an impediment. He's a roadblock in the way. He's the damn big concrete barriers they got on Washington, not allowing anybody in. But the Most High had the angels around, not allowing him in. His ears are shut up. Give me that in Matthew chapter 13 and jump down to verse number 13. He can't get it, man. The Most High not going to allow him to.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 13. Therefore, speak I to them in parables,
Right?
because they see not.
Because you see, but you don't really see. You don't perceive what's going on. The Most High has a veil over your eyes to see contrary to. Right, go ahead.
And hearing, they hear not.
Well, real quick. They have a veil over their eyes, whereas we have a veil lifted up out of ours. So as you see a distorted face, we see the demon that you really are. Like, it's a little short film where a dude put glasses on and he seen the reality of everything. Sin, spend money here, poison.
That's they live.
They live.
Obey.
That's what we see. When we look around, that's what we see. Whores, prostitutes, sodomites, ungodly men, murderer, adulterer. That's the thing that we see. Because the Most High has taken the blinders off of us. But we were once in gross darkness as well. Amatazi, you switch with your brother?
No, it's cool. It's
Okay.
a cramp in there. So I can't do nothing about it. Salaki, you want the want the rest of that?
Yeah.
Neither do they understand.
Well, you said go right after the sea.
Seeing, Salaki, seeing, see not, and hearing, hear not.
And you can't perceive the words that we saying. We tell you, hey, we gotta love one another. You say, nah, fuck that. We'll take you out. That's why I said everything we said, it was contrary. He wasn't hearing what we were saying. He couldn't perceive it. The Spirit won't allow it. This is Christ saying this. Seeing, you're not gonna see. Hearing, you're not going to hear because it's meant for you. It's not meant for them. Go ahead.
Neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah. That's why this had to happen. This is prophecy unfolding. The Lord says his word shall not return unto him void. That's why you can't fret when these things happen. Give me that in Revelation chapter 3 and verse number 10. You can't fret when these things happen. Rejoice in it. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Because we kept the word of the Lord. Most High willing, we endure to keep keeping the word of the Lord. Go ahead.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
We're going to be kept from the hour of temptation, Most High willing. Most High willing, we're a part of that number, the elect, and the 1/3. Go ahead.
which shall come upon all the world.
It's coming upon everybody. No one is exempt from the temptation that's coming out. Go ahead.
To try them that dwell upon the earth.
To try all of us. That's why the Most High said he's going to know you by what? Your works. He has to try us through the fire to see which one is gold or to see which one is plated gold. A lot of y'all are plated gold. A lot of y'all are really zinc, just with a little gold on the top. You get scuffed, you start seeing what he truly is. A lot of men are like that in the truth, man. A lot of men are like that in the truth. You appear righteous, but you start rusting, right? Your damn ears start turning green, your neck start turning green. Yeah, a lot of you brothers fake, man. Right? Go ahead.
Behold, I come quickly.
Uh-huh.
Hold fast that which thou hast.
So we're supposed to hold fast on what we had. And what's that? The faith. The faith in Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. That's what you hold fast unto. Why? Because that's what quickens you. That word quickens you to allows you to have that faith to bring these things to remembrance. In a time of trouble, what we do? Psalm 50 and 15, we call upon the Lord. Jonah, chapter 2 and verse 1 on down. From the belly of hell, I cried out for my sore affliction. Right? Go ahead.
That no man take thy crown.
That no man is able to remove the kingdom from you. To remove the position that the Lord has sealed in your forehead. But you got to hold fast to that. Go ahead.
Him that overcometh.
Those that are patient, those that stay down in a time of troubles, go ahead.
Will I make a pillar in the temple of my God.
Then the Lord is going to make you strong. Because what do pillars do? Pillars hold up the foundation. Pillars are one of the principal things that you build the house upon. These pillars need to be put in place before the structural walls can be put up. Because this is what's going to hold the upper level. Everything else is just damn drywall. Go ahead.
And he shall go no more out.
And what?
And he shall go no more out.
Go ahead.
And I will write upon him the name of my God.
Right.
And the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which coming down out of the heavens from my God. And I will write upon him my new name.
Whose new name?
My new name.
We're gonna have the new name of the Lord written upon us, man. You're not gonna be known as a Negro no more. You're not gonna be known as a drunkard, a fool, a babbler, of all manners of bywords of this world. You're a son of the living God. You are a God upon this earth. Hey, they're bowing down, calling you Ottawa, licking the dust of your feet every time you walk by. That's the power that we're gonna have, right? Go to 2 and 10.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of these things.
And we're not supposed to fear any of that tribulation. Go ahead.
Which thou shalt suffer. Behold.
It said which are thou. It didn't say you're maybe gonna suffer. I don't know. It said thou shalt. So that's like a command. Thou shalt not eat pork. Thou shalt suffer. No, you're gonna do this. Go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Those that stand faithful and on 10 toes for the words of the Lord, you're gonna be cast into prison. Accept your faith. When that draft comes, stand boldly for the words of the Lord. I ain't gonna lie, it's been in the back of my mind a lot lately. I just be wondering if I'm gonna come home and there's gonna be police there. It's a lot going on, right? They know where we live at. The brother just sent something in there about the 7 Poverty Law Center really being racist and paying for the racist groups, but putting us on there because they want to afford the affliction of us, but secretly help them. We know. So they know where we stay at. Their whole mission is to find where we have a sanctuary for one another and to destroy it because that's contrary to what they want. Go ahead.
That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
I mean, Not literal 10 days, right? It's an infinite number of days. It could be a very long time. You could be getting tortured for 6 months. They waterboard you every 3 days. They break a bone, they wait for it to heal up. I mean, these people are sadistic freaks. They're shoving foreign objects in you, man, right? Cutting your damn wounds, pouring salt in them. That's the nature of the beast, man. These people are, they've been vile since the Romans and the Greeks during the medieval times. Imagine with the technology now how wicked and perverse they really are and what they're really gonna do. They're not just stretching you from limb on the damn wheel now. No, it's worse. That's the easy death compared to what we got coming. Right, go ahead. They probably damn psyop you, hold your damn eyes open. You know, when they don't allow you to sleep, you really start, that mental destruction is way worse than physical destruction. And they're gonna kill us mentally in there. They're gonna drug you up so much that you don't go to sleep to where your mind literally starts playing tricks on you. Right, go ahead.
Be thou faithful.
But be faithful during that.
And the
Most High is gonna strengthen us. He said, don't think about what to say in that day. I'm gonna put the words in your mouth to say these things. Go ahead.
Unto death. And I will give thee a crown of life.
And that's when we inherit the kingdom of heaven. That's when the Most High says, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Enter into the kingdom where you have many mansions, where you have everlasting life, where there is no more crying nor sorrow. And that's what we're looking forward to. And Most High willing, we can keep enduring and we weeding out the wheat, the tares, and gathering the wheat for the barley harvest, man. To be the first fruits, that we may present ourselves acceptable, right? Give me that real quick in 1 Corinthians chapter 16. I'm gonna close out with this.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians. Chapter 16 and verse 12. As touching our brother Apollos, I greatly desired him to come unto you with the brethren.
With the what?
With the brethren. But his will was not at all to come at this time. But he will come when he shall have convenient time. Watch ye, stand fast in faith.
Do what?
Watch ye, stand fast in faith.
Hey, we're urging our people to watch, stand fast in the faith. Go ahead.
Quiet ye.
Do what?
Quiet you. Like men. Be strong.
Do what?
Be strong.
Read.
Let your things be done with charity. I beseech you, brethren, ye know the house of Stephanus, that it is the first fruits of Achaia,
right?
And that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints.
And that's what we're gonna do week in and week out. We're gonna present ourselves as the first fruits. We're gonna get our house in order, and we're gonna stand up boldly for the words of the Lord, that we may keep coming out here to ministering to the hopeful elect and the saints. That way we may get the hell up out of here, because that's our whole mission and duty upon the earth, to bring back the brotherly love, Zephaniah 2:1, Genesis 49:1, 1 Corinthians 16:12 on down, that we may get the hell up out of here and that we are truly living in the last days. Right, but with that, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High God Yahweh, Bahashem HaMashiach Yahushai, Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.
Kum Yashalom.